If you've ever thought, I'll just use natural light because it's more authentic, or maybe you've hidden your flash in a drawer because it absolutely terrifies you, then this course is going to change everything. Because here's the truth, flash isn't terrifying, it's just misunderstood. And once you master it, your wedding photos are going to look pro, no matter the light, the venue, or the weather. So grab yourself a brew, because today we're going to be going into why your flash matters and why it freaks out so many photographers. Let's get into it. So, welcome to Light It Right, your complete guide to mastering flash for wedding photography. So I'm Ben, and across this 10-part series, I'm going to take you from being terrified of flash to using it with confidence and creativity, no matter the situation. And yes, we'll probably make a few lighting puns on the way, so for that I apologise in advance. So let's start this off really simply. Without light, there's no photography. It literally is just painting with light. At a wedding day, the light tells your story. It sets the mood, it can highlight emotions, and it's going to shape how your couple remember their day. But here's the problem. Weddings are completely unpredictable. You might start your day in a brightly lit room and then be moved into a candlelit barn. And of course, you're going to be ending the night in a dark room at a disco with flashing DJ lights all over the place. Natural light is something that changes constantly, but using your flash is how you, as a photographer, take back control. Now let's talk about the fear factor, because I know that flash can be absolutely terrifying for new photographers. You get your camera, pop it onto your flash, take one picture and it looks like a nuclear explosion, and you think, no, flash is not for me. And believe me, I get it. I was exactly the same when I started. I thought flash meant harsh lights, red eyes, and looking like the paparazzi at 2 a.m. But here's the thing. That isn't the flash's fault. That is user error. Flash, at its core, is just a tool. The problem is, no one really teaches you how to use it in a wedding scenario. And that, my friends, is what this course is going to be for. And hopefully, by the end of it, shooting with a flash will feel as natural as shooting in daylight. So why does flash actually matter? Well, for me, there's 3 big reasons. And that is consistency, control, and possibly most importantly, creativity. So number 1, consistency. When you use your flash correctly, you will get yourself consistent results from one venue to the next. Natural light photographers will often say, well, I only shoot bright weddings. And that's great until you get a wedding in the middle of December where the ceremony starts at 4 p.m. Then you're left with very little light to play with. Using your flash properly means that you can shoot any wedding, anywhere, and still deliver absolutely stunning work. So number 2 is control. Your flash, when used correctly, will let you control the direction, the intensity, and the colour of the light in your image. You're not going to be at the mercy of that ugly overhead light or those orange tungsten bulbs that most wedding venues love to use. And finally, and like I said, one of the most important for me, is creativity. Flash lets you go from, oh, that's a nice photo, to, wow, look at that. Think rim light, silhouettes, or backlit rain shots. These creative touches really can elevate your portfolio and make your next couple say, wow, we need that photographer. Look, I'm going to be honest with you, I absolutely love images that are lit with natural light. It's beautiful, it's free, and when it's good, it is pretty much unbeatable. But here's the truth, weddings will very rarely give you perfect lighting conditions. If you rely only on natural light, you're going to be stuck reacting to it rather than creating, which is the reason that you're really there. Flash allows you to be proactive. You can make the light fit your vision rather than the other way round. Think about the reception. You walk into the barn, which is dimly lit with fairy lights and one tungsten bulb. Your camera's going to be screaming ISO 6400 and aperture f1.4. And your shutter is going to be hanging on for dear life at 1/60th of a second. Using a flash fixes that instantly. Your clients don't care about ISO noise. They care that their first dance photos look absolutely magical and something they can look back on for years to come. So there are a few main ways that we use flash during a wedding day. You're going to look at all of them in more detail throughout this course, but here's a little taster for you. First up is your fill flash. We use this outdoors to lift shadows, balance harsh sunlight, and keep faces and skin tones looking natural. Next, we've got a key light. This means that your flash is going to be your main light source when the ambient light is flat and ugly. Think speeches, receptions, and dark rooms for bridal prep. That's when using your flash as a key light is absolutely essential. Think rim light, backlight, dance floor magic, and coloured gels. This is how you create portfolio-worthy shots at every single wedding you go to. And finally, we've got ambient balanced flash. This is the subtle art of mixing flash with available ambient light to make it look natural. Kinda like the flash wasn't even really there. That is the goal of a great flash photographer. So here's what I want you to remember. Flash isn't cheating, it's artistry. You're shaping the light in the same way that a painter controls his colour or a musician controls the tone of a piece of music. When you master flash, you can recreate any mood. Soft and romantic for portraits, bright and lively for the party, and dramatic and cinematic for the couple shots. Using a flash well gives you options. So now you know why flash matters, and hopefully it doesn't have to be scary. Next week in lesson 2, we're going to be diving into flash gear. What you actually need, what's just nice to have, and what is going to be complete overkill. You don't need to spend thousands and thousands of pounds to start shooting great flash photography. I'll show you how to build a solid kit that fits your budget and your photography style. Okay, so now it's time for your first Flash Confidence Challenge. I'll give you one of these in every single video of this series. There's no pressure, it's not a test, it's just about getting you comfortable with your flash gear. So here's what I want you to do before lesson 2 next week. And it's really simple. Grab your flash, and that's any flash you have, turn it on, and just fire it off a few times in manual mode, and just watch how the light behaves at different powers and different angles. And guess what? If you can do that without breaking a sweat, you're already miles ahead of me when I first started. Okay, and that's it for lesson 1. We've talked about why flash matters, why it scares people, and how it can completely transform your wedding photography. So if this video's helped you, give it a like, and make sure that you're subscribed with the notification bell turned on so that you don't miss lesson 2 when it drops next week. We're going to be getting hands-on with gear and setups that are going to make you unstoppable when it comes to using your flash. And remember, light isn't something that you just find. is something that you create and something that you can control. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.